Welcome back. So I had a couple people ask me, hey, could you do a couple more examples of SIPOCs? And so this is the first of two examples of how to do a SIPOC. So in this example, I'm going to give something that's kind of got a process together, but it's not really manufacturing. We're going to look at a coffee shop, okay? So let's fill it in for our coffee shop. Let's call it, I don't know, Diamond Dollars Coffee Shop. DD Coffee Shop, okay? So, first thing we got to look at are our suppliers. So let's think of some people that might supply like coffee beans to a coffee shop. Bob's Coffee Beans, Bob's Beans, right? That's a supplier, okay? Bob's Beans, okay? Now, let's think for a second of who else might be a supplier. Corey's Cups, they provide cups, okay? And I don't know, what's our other ingredient in coffee? Water, I guess. So, Washington's Water, WW. All I've done is I've put in my suppliers, okay? Now these will correspond pretty neatly with inputs. So, any idea what Bob's Beans provides our coffee shop? If you guessed beans, you guessed correctly. So they're going to provide some beans. Any idea what Corey's Coffee Cups is going to provide? You guessed it, they're going to give you the cups. And how about Washington's Water? I bet you they make coffee machines, don't they? No, they're going to provide water. Okay. Now let's look at the process. Okay? So maybe the first thing we do is I don't know exactly how to make coffee. I'm not much of a coffee drinker. But I'll guess that you're going to grind beans in some way. Grind beans. Then you're going to maybe roast the beans. And then you're going to brew the coffee. Put it in a cup. Give to customer. Okay? So that'll be how this process works. And the output is a gourmet cup of coffee. Okay? So after we do all this process, this is what the final result is. And who are our customers? Well, let's say they are 18 to 24-year-olds, kind of like your college age. Organic coffee people. And people who need somewhere to work, because it's going to be kind of like one of those places like a regular coffee house where people are doing work and stuff like that, right? So workers. Okay. Now what we've done is we've just filled out the top piece. Okay? Now, we're going to fill out the bottom of the diagram. And you notice each of these kind of matches with what's going on right up above. So the first thing we're going to do is look at the bottom, and we've got VOC/VOB. Voice of the customer, voice of the business. Voice of the customer, all that means, that's something that you're doing that the customer is willing to pay a little extra for. So let's give an example with our Diamond Dollars Coffee Shop. Our customers want high-quality beans, okay? That's something that they want, and they're willing to pay extra for your coffee to get those high-quality beans. So let's go ahead. We know that's voice of the customer, and so let's get high-quality beans, or high-quality coffee. So they want that delicious, delicious coffee. Our input metric is going to come from inputs right up here. High quality beans, high quality water. Good beans and good water. Okay? Process metrics. Okay? Things you might look at. 95% of the beans are roasted correctly. That makes a good cup of coffee, right? Water is filtered. Okay? What's going to be the output? Yummy coffee. And what a surprise, that goes along right here with quality. Okay? Now, let's say we're looking at speed. Okay? Hi. Just recording a video. You want to say hi?
Hi.
Security says hi.
How y'all doing?
Yeah, I'm just recording a class right now.
Awesome. Sorry to interrupt.
No, no worries.
Go ahead.
No worries. Now let's look at our next one. Speed. Okay? Let's say that the customer wants their cup of coffee within 3 minutes after they order it. Okay? Again, voice of the customer. 3 minutes. Okay? Input metric. This is a tricky one. What kind of input metric would you maybe need to make sure that your coffee is produced within 3 minutes? Well, maybe you need the cup's ready to do. What's that?
The Keurig.
Yeah, you need a Keurig, right? So so that could be a good input here, right? A high quality coffee machine and pre-filtered water, just like what you've got in a Keurig. And you see, we're kind of improvising this as we go. So we might also have, make sure you can see me on the camera, a good, let's see, switch these around. So let's put Keurig here. Okay, Keurig is a supplier. What do they provide? A brewer. Okay, so for the input metric, you want to make sure that Keurig doesn't break down. So your input metric is a special Keurig thing that makes it in 3 minutes. Okay, next thing, going along with the process metrics, what do you need to do to make sure that special Keurig produces in 3 minutes? Well, probably need to keep the thing clean. And maybe you need to make sure it's plugged in, or something very simple that people probably forget. Okay? Output metric. Coffee in 3 minutes. And that goes right along with speed. Okay? Now let's do one that's voice of business. VOB. Cost of goods sold per 1 cup of coffee needs to be below $2 because you've done your break-even analysis and you've decided that $2 is where your maximum cost has to be $2 if you want to make a profit, because maybe your cup of coffee is $2.50, right? So, voice of business, $2 cost of goods sold. COGS, okay, cost of goods sold. Input metric, maybe the beans need to be cheap. Inexpensive beans. Okay, maybe they're good beans, but they're also cheap beans. Process metrics. Well, if you want to make sure that those beans stay inexpensive, again, that goes to beans roasted correctly. Because if you burn your beans, you got to throw them out. Okay. Output metric. Okay, you're going to have a coffee that is $2 to make, cost of goods sold, and maybe $3 for the customer. And that goes to cost. So this is the first of 2 examples. We're looking at Diamond Dollars Coffee Shop. Hope you enjoyed this example. If you do, make sure you give me a thumbs up. That's like a like. comment down below, and make sure you subscribe. I'll see you in the next one, and we're going to give something that's totally does not have a physical product. In the next SIPOC, we're going to look at a university. Hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you next time.
Nice.
Thanks.
That's pretty cool.